Hello?
Hey, Kendra, how are you?
I think you've been on my show before.
I have been on your show before.
But years ago, right? When I first
No,
started?
no, like in January this year.
Oh, okay, January of this year. Okay,
Yeah,
what's your
but
name again?
I knew you were gonna pick me too. I knew it. I felt it. Like I knew you were gonna pick me.
Okay. What's your name
Yeah,
again?
new. I'm down in New Orleans.
Your name is New.
Yeah, I saw you for Essence Festival too. As a matter of fact, when you were down here for Essence.
We spoke?
No, I didn't speak to. I just saw you. I live in the French Quarter, so I saw you in the quarters.
What was I doing?
Shit, I don't know, dancing or something. I don't know, dancing with the Mardi Gras Indians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
saw me in person or you saw the video I
No, I
posted?
saw you in person. Cause you like the French Quarter is the tourist area, so this is where, for Essence, everything happens in the French Quarter. So I was walking over to the gym. I said, "Look at Kendra." I
Oh,
said,
you should
"Check
have
out."
came and said hi.
I mean, you was having fun, so I'm like a chill person, So you was having fun.
Okay, your house looks immaculate. Are you home?
Yeah, I'm at my house. It's an all white penthouse.
Okay, it
So
looks very nice.
yeah, it's pretty cool up in here.
And you have on a suit. Okay, let me get to know you more. So your
Okay, great.
name is New and you're calling me from New Orleans.
Yeah, and I called you. This is my second time, and the last time I'm able to call you. So
Okay, how old are you, New?
37. I made 37 in June. Cancer.
You're a Cancer. Do you have any children?
Nope, no children. No.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm in the credit and real estate space. So I face credit, teach people how to get into real estate, and I got a couple properties myself.
Okay. So, what happened? What's the update when you were here from the first time?
So it went good in a sense of I got hundreds of women to hit me up. Maybe about probably like 450, 500 women, give or take. And man, you got a lot of positive people, man. It may not be reflected in the comment section, but I got a lot of people just to send positive wishes and like uplifting stuff, right? So everything went good. I didn't get a chance to actually meet anybody. Um,
Why
so
not?
one of the issues was, let me tell you. So a lot of people hit me up, right? But their page is private, so I don't know how they look. They'll send me a message, and then I have to request them. By the time they accept my request, I forgot who it is, right? That was one issue. So like, if anybody hit me up, if your page is private, like send a picture too. That way, I can kind of line everything up. Another thing, like, let me tell you. So like, you got a lot of baddies that follow your show, right? The baddies that hit me up, bro, they want you to hit them like ASAP, like almost like an exchange back to back to back, and it's difficult because I run radio ads and everything because of the type of work I do. And at the time, I had ran a radio ad, so I get people reaching out from your show. I got clients reaching out, and I got to distinguish the messages. So I work a lot, so it was just kind of difficult to do. I said this time, like when I go on the show, I'm gonna kind of delegate a little bit better. That way I can get to it. But the thing that'll help, like anybody who reach out to me, who page private, send a picture because that way I can kind of line things up. Otherwise, it makes it kind of difficult.
Okay, I had a guy before that complained about the private, or having a
Yeah,
private
it's
page.
it's it's a big issue because I forget. Like if you say what's up, I request you. By the time open, which is like accept the request, dude. I kind of forgot who you are, and I don't
I
know if
heard your explanation, boo. I was trying to
yeah,
confirm it.
yeah, yeah,
Let
yeah,
me
yeah.
finish. I was saying that there was a guy before that had the same complaint. I gave him pushback, but the way you explain it made sense. Like after you push the request, you don't remember. So that's fair.
Mhm.
Do me a favor because I got shouts to my cousins. Let me tell you, I got all types of cousins. And
Right.
I do got some hating ass cousins. And
Okay.
some hating ass cousins feel like you have a green screen background. I don't believe it's a
Wait,
green
wait,
screen
wait.
background.
They say I got a green screen background.
Yeah, why you keep cutting me off and let me talk, boo?
My bad. Go ahead. Go
So
ahead.
I believe that it's a real background. So just go sit down for a second so they can know
Okay.
that this is background is real. They look, it's not a green screen for all those who is that you on the wall?
That better be. There better not be another guy on my wall. Yeah, that's me. That's me on my wall. Yeah, but it's not a green screen background. It's really
Okay.
it's just really nice and really clean.
I thought it was nice. I thought it was really clean.
Thank you.
But I got some. I'm gonna let you know. I got cousins that I got all types of cousins. We family over here, so I'm
Yeah.
happy you do that. So now let the conversation end. He live in a fabulous ass home.
Thank you. I
As
appreciate
simple
you.
as that. All right, so let's get into it.
Go ahead.
New 37, Cancer, New Orleans, does credit and real estate, no kids. What's your zodiac sign? You told me
I'm a
Cancer, right?
Cancer.
Yeah.
Yep. Uh-huh.
All right, so now let's get into it. What kind of women are you looking for?
So the main thing I would say is a woman who comes in good faith, right? Because if once a woman comes in good faith, a lot of stuff after that falls in place. Um, a woman who's feminine, traditional minded, you know, when you line those few characteristics up, everything else kind of just fall in place. I like the look of professional women, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to be a professional woman, but the look like a nice, clean, upscale woman, right? That's my type. Nice, clean, like the women you see, the women you see in Lululemon, like that type, right?
I don't
Nice.
know what Lululemon is.
You don't know what Lululemon is? It's like workout clothes. It's like almost like premium work.
Oh, I'm not. Let me tell you, I'm bougie in some ways, but I am not bougie when it comes to workout clothes.
Yeah,
Like I don't buy name brand workout clothes, but I know people do.
yeah. So just like I said, nice, clean, upscale look. Like I said last time when I came on your show, look like you would be with me. Like I think I look clean. I think so at least. So I would just want a woman who just look like we kind of match, right? So just a nice, clean, upscale look. Somebody who comes in good faith, you know.
So obviously you want her to work out since she has to wear name brand workout clothes.
Well, I mean, that would be good. I mean, I want to be here. I'm a middle-aged man, and I mean, we live as long as our women allow us to live, right? So what that means is women control how long a man live by what she feeds him. So if you feed me the right food, we both work out together, shit, we can be here for a while. I'm 37, like I said, I'm a middle-aged man, and I hope to live up to 100 if you feed me right. You know, feed me right and we work out together. So yeah, that would be good if she works out.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers, I think nasty attitude. I cannot deal with a woman with a bad attitude. Like the last girl who was just on your show, see how she was like bubbly and stuff like that? She was happy, excited. That's the type of stuff I like. They got like, and I don't know if women realize it, but they got a lot of women, Kendra, that's just mean and just rude, dude. Like in your daily interactions, it's crazy. Like me and one of my boys was talking about it. I don't understand. Like women be pouting and just frowning. Like so, any woman with like a nasty attitude, a bad attitude, no, I can't do it. That it just kills me. It kills me. I can't deal with that.
Let me say, first of all, I agree. I think it really goes across the board. Nobody, if you thought about a woman, you don't want to be around a person with a nasty attitude. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why the last girl that was just here, Jasmine was her name. I said she definitely has a lot of characteristics that men say they desire, which her personality being so open, so happy, just naturally happy.
Right.
Let me just not make excuses, but some women that have the nasty attitudes, they've been through a lot. They are bitter, and they have to find a way to release that bitterness so it doesn't block another person dating them. But that's where a lot of times it comes from. But no, I understand. I understand
But
what you're
see,
saying.
this is, and let me say this, and not that this has anything to do with dating, but like women should keep this in mind, right? Like as a woman, and especially how dangerous it is today, the same guy the same stranger that you're rude to, you may need him to protect you. You may need him to change a flat tire, right? You may not speak to me on one block, and I see you in another block, and you got a flat tire. Like at that point, you're gonna need a stranger. Hey, look, could you help me with my flat tire? Or you never know. You like that stranger that you're being rude to. You may need them. Like as a woman, you may need a guy to help you out. And if you're rude, it just don't work. Like I just wish that women would smile more. Like as crazy as that sounds, I just wish women would smile more. You know.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I think there's a lot of men that will co-sign those sentiments. So I'm not sure where we were with that question, but does she have to look a certain way? Did I ask you that?
Yeah, like I said, the main thing is upscale. You know, I like clean women who look clean. right? The professional look. So you don't have to be a lawyer, but I like the way lawyers look. A lot of women who are lawyers, they look nice and just clean, upscale. You could work at Starbucks, okay? As long as you look clean, that's good. I can take it from there. You look clean, your mind right, you come in good faith, I can take it from there. This is what I do for a living, so it carries over to my personal life, as I told you last time.
What about money? Now, is apparently we could tell you do well financially. Does the woman have to do as well? Does that matter to you?
Of course not. Of course not. Listen, the only time a man care about your money is if he wants to spend it. I don't want to spend your money, okay? If anything, I'll help you make more money. I don't want to spend your money, so money doesn't matter. You could drive a hoopty and live at home with your dad. I'm fine with that, okay?
Now, let me ask you that. I know you said that in that scenario. I don't know. I never asked this question, but it's relevant to what I'm about to ask next. Do you want to share what type of car you drive?
Well, I have a few vehicles. I drive trucks now, so I got a big truck. I drive a big truck.
Okay, so you don't drive a fancy car.
I had an Aston Martin. I sold my Aston Martin. I had a
Okay.
convertible Aston Martin.
So let's keep the Aston Martin in mind. Would
Okay.
you really drive an Aston Martin to a woman's house that's living with her father?
No, I'm gonna drive my truck to her dad's house.
Okay,
I
so
don't
because
wanna
you
make-
have multiple vehicles, you
yeah, I don't
drive
want to
that.
make the wrong impression, so I'm gonna just drive my truck.
Okay. The reason I was saying that is because I had a friend who I have a lot of guy friends that do very well. And
Okay.
one guy friend was telling me that when I lived in Chicago, he's been on the show a couple times, Hurricane. He wouldn't date a woman that lives, this is the truth. He wouldn't date a woman that lives on the south side of Chicago. I didn't understand his reasoning. I'm like, why won't you date a woman that lives on the south side of Chicago? And he said, because it's dangerous and I can't drive any of my cars to her neighborhood. And I never thought about it from his perspective. So I was saying that to kind of challenge your theory about you really don't care where this woman lives or who she lives with.
Well, let me say
Or
this.
maybe you really don't care.
Let me say this. I don't go by women's houses. It's rare because if I come by your house, I can't control the environment. Here's the thing. If let's say you come by my house, I control everything in here. Once you come with me, you're my responsibility. We're together. So if anybody approach you, I'm gonna defend you. Okay. But if I go by your house, if somebody approach me, you can't defend me. And we're just talking hypothetical. I don't go by women's house because there's a low level threat of violence when men interact, right? So if I'm talking to another guy, one word changes the entire sentence. Men, we're violent, right? Because that's who we are by nature. Versus women, I can control that situation. I can't control if somebody approaches me when I'm at your house. So I very rarely go to women's house. Very rarely. You come by me or we meet somewhere safe. Because again, if I come by you, I can't control the environment. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, fair enough. This was an off tangent question that I just inserted, but I like the explanation. So you honestly really don't care. So back to that. Now, what are you looking for? Do you want to get married? You want a girlfriend? What's your goal in a relationship?
Yeah, so here's the thing. I would like to be with somebody, right? And we make memories together. Now, the reason why the answer isn't so specific, because let's say, for example, my age range is 10 years my junior, 5 years my senior. So let's say I'm 37, so let's say 27. The plan that I would have for a 27-year-old woman isn't the same plan that I would have for a 42-year-old woman. If you're 42, you're probably not going to want to have kids. If that's the case, let's be life partners. Let's travel the world together, right?
So you don't have to be a father.
I would rather be. But let's say hypothetically, I hit it off with somebody who's in their 40s. Let's just say hypothetically. 42 years old, 9 out of 10, you may that ship may have sailed. If that's the case, let's just be life partners. I got some super, super adorable nieces. We can spoil them together. Maybe you got a niece and, we be the cool uncle and aunt. But a 27-year-old woman, I got a different plan for her. You're 27 years old, you can still have kids. Let's do the family thing, right? So it really just depends on who you connect with. Every woman doesn't necessarily have the same plan. Life partner is the end goal, but everybody won't have the exact same situation, if that makes sense.
Okay, could the woman have kids already?
So just as I said last time, kids aren't necessarily a deal breaker, but it's on a case by case scenario. Like, I live a calm, peaceful life. This is my real house. It's not a green screen, right? My house is all white. Okay. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no drama. It took a long time for me to get here. I went through a lot to get here. So I don't want nobody else bringing trouble into my life. So when you date women with children, there's a potential of trouble because you're talking about a man and a woman and kids, right? For example, if you got kids, like I'm going to South America, I travel out the country a good bit. I just booked a trip to South America. If I want to take you, okay, man, you can go, you got a passport. If we want to take your kid, that kid parent has to sign off to allow that kid to get a passport so we can travel. So let's say hypothetically the father says, no, you can't travel. You can't go out the country with him. Now we can't even bring your kid out the country. So there's a lot to consider. One more thing, because I don't want to be long-winded. If me and you dating, you got kids, I'm a real man. So let's say I get attached to your kid. Me and you break up. I'm attached to a kid that's biologically not mine. I don't have any legal rights. So you leave, I'm heartbroken. The kid leave, I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken twice. So women have to consider that. That's why I said it's not a deal breaker, but it's just a case-by-case scenario. Let me know what's going on with you. Let me know what's going on with your kid. Let me know what's going on with the father. What's the dynamic? Truth be told, this may sound bad, but the better scenario is that the father just a deadbeat and just all the way not there. That way, you date a chick with a kid, you can kind of step in and y'all go from there. But like if the father's involved, the halfway involved, sometimes it can get a bit complicated.
Okay.
I
love that.
I'm sorry for being long.
Let me tell you something. With your attributes, anyways, you have a lot of qualities that women describe that they desire. So I love women like you come on to really convey what you desire. So now everybody can see. Okay.
And can I say one last thing too, please? Please excuse me. There are a lot of men like me out there, right? Men, consciously or subconsciously, every single day are looking for wives, consciously and subconsciously. It's just, do you qualify? Men are looking for wives every single day. There are a million guys like me. Like, nothing about me is special. There are guys just like me. I'm telling you, I meet them, I know them. I got partners who are very successful, no kids, no wife, or none of that stuff. Men are consciously and subconsciously scanning the room every single day looking for a wife. They're out there. It's just that the woman has to be prepared to be with that type of guy. Because there are, I promise you, like as men, we talk. There are tons of men like me. Believe what I'm telling you.
What are some of the, I know we've been talking to you, but just share, what are some of the top qualities that these men are looking for wives, such as yourself, are looking for in a wife?
The main two things, I promise you. For one, your look, the way you present, right? For example, I'm coming on your show. Now granted, I look like this, right? You have to present well, right? How you present, because here's the thing. That's just like me. If I date you, my inner circle are black women. I'm going to have to take you around them, right? So if you look bad, let's just say you look ratchet, they're going to tell me, hey, Nude, what you doing? What's going on? What's this dynamic? You have to understand the way you present. When I see a woman, no offense, come on your show right now. Your show is international because when I came on your show, I had women hit me up from all over the world, every race. And I don't know if it doesn't necessarily reflect. You have white women that watch your show looking for black men. You have Asian women who watch your show looking for black men. You have Indian women. I got hit up from every race, almost every country, all over the world for sure. But it's the way you present yourself. You must present well. They got women that come on your show, say that they're looking for a man, but they got a head wrap on. You can't do that. Pretend you're going on a job interview. That's the way because the way you present yourself, you're saying that's what I feel like you deserve. So if you come on this show is international with a head wrap on, you feel like that's what men deserve, right? So when I come on your show looking like this, present myself, this is what I feel like women deserve. I feel like the woman who I'm going to be with, this is what she deserves. She deserves nice, clean, upscale shit, right? That's how it is when women come on this show. You must present well. So, and again, excuse me for being long-winded. You must present well as a woman. Secondly, be in shape. Present well and be in shape. The kid thing is the third one, but it goes because some men have kids, some don't. But for sure, present well. You have hypergamy going on nowadays. Hypergamy means that the woman who's in the cafeteria wants to date the brain surgeon. It doesn't work like that. That's hypergamy. Hyper nothing works, right? The cafeteria worker wants to date the brain surgeon. That doesn't work. That's different financial class and different social class. You must present well. If you want a guy, not necessarily me, you may not want me, but if you want a guy like me, you must present well and you must be in shape. That's physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You must be in shape across the board.
And look, and then from there, you start deciding, is it compatible? Do we have things in common? Could this work? But it starts with appearance, basically.
Like you present well every single day. A woman doesn't necessarily have to have a makeup team, but one thing I like about you, Kendra, you present well. You present well. You take pride in your appearance. When I look at you, I can tell that as a woman, you take pride in the way you look. You take pride in the way you present yourself.
Except for the bed rest shows, but y'all know I was on bed.
Yeah, that don't count. That don't count. I'm not saying that a woman has to have a full makeup. I'm not saying she has to have a full hairstyle, but she must present well. No different than when you're in the military or when you're going for a job. When you're in the military, you got to present well. You put on your uniform, your hair must be slicked back, everything must be nice and clean. Same way for a job interview. It's the same way with men. Again, the way women come on this show, that's what they feel like the man deserves. Like the girl before you, she presented well, right? And I'm just using her for example. She was in her feminine energy, and she presented well. Those two things will get you in front of any guy. Again, nothing special about me. There's tons of me. You must present well. You must be in shape physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You must be in shape. Financially don't count. The only men who care about your money is men that want to spend your money. I don't want to spend your money, so you can be broke. That don't mean nothing to me because I know I'm a builder. I know I'm a leader. Whatever your situation is, I'm going to change that anyways. If you got a bad job, we're going to pull you off that and we're going to get you something better. You live in a terrible house, I don't care about that. Look where I live. You can come live with me, okay? That's what happens when you get like with men like me. Nothing special about me. I'm talking about the men who are like me.
So, well, I want to say this. First of all, thank you for the compliment. I work in a appearance industry. Media is an appearance industry, and if you don't know anything, I know that is it's just the secret requirement of the world I live in. But okay, we're almost done. I don't want to go off tangent.
And again, I'm sorry for being long with.
No, you're good. I actually appreciate you giving. I mean, this is the cheat sheet. This is the cheat sheet of the woman that wants to date a guy that is of yourself. And I mean, you have a nice place. Like, you take pride in your place. So I think it was great information for a woman who needs to know what it takes to be around those type of men. And I'm happy a man said it instead of me having to say it. But let's keep going. When was your last relationship?
My last relationship was a while ago, as I told you. I was dating a girl. She literally moved to Asia, and
I missed that.
That was a deal. I wasn't willing to move to Asia. If it was maybe South America, maybe even Central America, we could have done something. But Asia, I'm not crazy about wanting to live over there.
Okay. When was your last time you was intimate with someone? You don't have to answer.
It's been a little while.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Now, New, what are 3 flaws you have to work on?
Oh, I can tell you. Arrogance. Okay? The thing about it, if you want a confident man, the flip side to that sometimes can be arrogance. There are some people who are going to appreciate my confidence, but there's some people, not that I can see it, but some people probably drag me in the comments right now. If you can deal with an air of arrogance, you can deal with me. But that's one flaw for sure. Another flaw would be I I'm not the most considerate person. Like sometimes I'm not the most considerate person at times, right? When I'm dealing with, yeah, I'm not the most considerate person sometimes. That's something that I'm working on. A third flaw, I have them, but I just don't want to name the same thing twice though. Arrogant. Sometimes I can be inconsiderate.
I'll let you get away with two because I felt like you
I
said you
want
were good.
I want to give a third one to be fair, but I just don't want to name similar traits. Yes, I'm working on all of this stuff for anybody who's wondering. Of course, I'm working on it all, but yeah, I try to name the third one.
Okay.
But I don't name
I,
exactly.
I know I had to make sure that your house was your house because some cousins was hating, but I'm not sure we did the actual Kendrick Cam moment.
Yeah, and I'll tell you my height too. I don't know how far back you want me to go.
We so what if you want to share? What is your actual height?
I'm 5'9", 172 pounds. I
Look
thought
at
I was 5'8". I went to the hospital recently. I'm 5'9", 172 pounds.
Okay, so would you want to date a woman that's shorter than you?
Yeah, that would be ideal. Now, you can be my height, nice that little model-esque look. I like that too. That looks good. I don't want a woman that's bigger than me, of course. I mean, I don't want a woman that's bigger than me. But if you my height, you got that little model-esque thing going on, that long torso, them long legs, I like that too. That's fly. Put on some hair. I got a suit. We can do this. We do this.
What's the age? Did you give me your age range?
Yeah, and I'll restate it. So I'm 37. I'm a middle-aged man. I'll go about 10 years my junior, 5 years my senior. Those aren't necessarily hard numbers, but just to give you a range. I mean, if you're 25 and your mind right, call me. If
Okay.
you're 43, you looking like Angela Bassett, you looking like Nicole Murphy, one of them, call me. Call me. So,
now
yeah.
you know them women are. Nicole Murphy's an expensive
Natural
woman.
beauty. I'm speaking just like last time. I'm speaking of natural beauty, women who wake up attractive. If you're like that and you're a little older, that's cool. Call me. And as a matter of fact, that's my actual Instagram information too. To reach out to me on Instagram, official brother new. The word official.
Okay, we got one last question.
Sorry, go ahead.
Before I get to that question,
go ahead.
Why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
So just like last time, women are judged by the man who keeps them. So if I keep you, I'm gonna make you look good. You're gonna be good, but I'm gonna make you look good. Once your parents see you with me, they're gonna feel like you got your shit together. They're gonna say, "Look at him. Look, she finally got a good one." So, I mean,
let me say this, because I do agree with all the things about presentation, and you probably be one of the score out of all the times I've been doing the show for 3 years. You definitely will be in the top of the presentation.
I appreciate.
But does substance matter to you? Because I think that yes, you do have to be attractive, and that goes without being said. But what about character of the woman? Is that important to you?
So I'm not sure if you missed it earlier. I said traditional minded. Once a woman is traditional, everything else falls in place. Once a man is traditional, everything falls in place. So with me, you get the protector, provider, the leader, everything else, right? So with the woman, the homemaker, the gatherer, the nurturer. Now, from time to time, we may switch roles, right? From time to time, we may switch roles, but I'm a traditional guy. So again, everything that comes along with that, right? The chivalry, like I said, like if you my woman, I don't want you going to the gas station. It's too dangerous. Like I don't want you going places at night without me, because it's too dangerous, right? If you my woman, take care of me. I will take care of you financially and physically. You take care of me spiritually, because there's some things that I can't see. One thing about a woman, she can see harm before you can see it, right? So that's the stuff that I can't see. That's the stuff I need help with. Protect me spiritually. They got demons out here. Protect me right there.
And you are ready to settle down with one woman.
Yeah, I'm cool with that, of course. I mean,
all right, now we're at the moment. Give the woman who can rise to the occasion. How can she reach out to you?
You can work at Starbucks. That's good enough for me. Official Brother New, and that's the actual name. Official, the word official, and the word brother, then new, and you. That's it. Hit me on Instagram if if your page is private, please send me a picture. That's all I ask. Please send me a picture of your page.
Gotcha. Listen, I thought you were dope. Keep me posted how it goes.
I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Yes, yes. There you go.